We watched it fall, fortunes are fading. Do we hit the wall? So stay right next to me. 'Cause your body's
We are absolutely slammed. This year is probably going to be about a 500% growth. That's the current contracts that we have with clients. That's not including the potential 15 or 2,000% growth if we get some of these other projects that we're estimating. I mean, the construction market is completely on fire right now. Jacksonville, Florida, you know, 2021, about to be May. But let's go check out this project. So this is Montgomery Industries. It's a 4-generation business. We're going to talk to the CEO himself, Jonathan Montgomery. There he is. We are rocking and rolling with construction. We've had a couple things to work through. For the trusses to bear, we had to add a different support system than we thought because we design built this project. We did the plans, we brought our architectural team on board. So there were some things that we couldn't see ahead of time that we resolved in the field. So Jonathan's been very gracious with us, working through a couple of changes. All in all, in the end, it's going to get done right. So let's check out the office and the wood chipping machine making warehouse.
All right, here we go. So part of the problem with our renovation is this office was built in 3 different stages. So it was originally built in 63 and then added in 68 and then again in 72. And so as we started peeling back the onion, we found all kinds of things that were
different elevations,
not cohesive. So I had to fix a lot of things and make it right for this generation.
So eventually we're gonna take this whole office and probably down the line let you spend some money elsewhere. You know, business decisions, right?
Yeah.
But
no, business is good, so we're having to invest in equipment as well as infrastructure.
Exactly. So infrastructure will come, but for now we're going to get the roof dried in. No more leaks, crazy stuff happening. All new windows and doors, exterior.
Got to get ready for that 4th generation to come in.
That's it with your daughter.
Yeah, my daughter. So part of our project, we used to have these 1960s real thin windows that would let in light, but it wasn't a very conducive work environment. And so what Jesse's team did is they basically doubled the size of the window. So we have all this natural light coming in, so it'll be a much better work environment. Certainly my daughter's a millennial. She had no intention of working in a 1960s office. So our company was started in 1925 as a blowpipe company. My grandfather saw the need for a better way to grind up wood scrap, and so he invented a punch and die process that has now turned into thousands of machines sold all over the world.
Amazing. And your business is completely booming.
It's taken off.
It's taken off.
The pandemic has actually made us an essential business. We serve the forest products industry, the paper industry, and so everybody we serve is just going like gangbusters.
Yeah, and you called us a bunch of months ago, and then we kind of worked through the design. We did the engineering for the trusses. We got the windows all picked out, the doors. You know, you started the process, and so you're getting the daily logs, and we're moving through stuff. So
we had a basic idea. We had no idea how much is involved in actually making this kind of thing happen.
Yeah.
So we really relied on Jesse's team to guide us through all that.
Yeah, get through the permitting process and everything.
Exactly.
So, but let's check out your coolest piece of equipment. How about that?
All right, we'll go.
All right. This is beautiful.
So this will be a wood hog.
Wood hog.
Normally this grinds up wood scrap. In this particular case, this is going to the Dominican Republic. And they're actually going to grind up the foam that they use to make mattresses. So they take all the scrap foam and they can run it through our machine.
Amazing.
And part of this patented design is one of the unique features is it can handle materials that other machines can't.
Crazy.
So we can actually take the foam and grind it up and recycle it.
Do you design and build these things?
We design and build all of them.
You design and build these machines?
Yeah. So
wow.
It was basically invented in the 40s, and they had a concept, and it's just been built out to all different.
Your great-grandfather started?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather started Montgomery?
My grandfather, yeah.
Okay.
So my dad worked until 2 years ago, and then I've been working since the 90s.
Yeah.
And my daughter's graduating from Auburn. She'll start in May. She'll be the 4th generation.
Amazing.
So we make all of our parts in-house, and so we deal with a lot of heavy plates, a lot of heavy equipment. These rings behind you, we just make these constantly. And so it's a very capital intensive business. So
is that what grinds the wood chips?
Yes, that's what actually goes on the machine. For this, they're just drilling out some of the side housings. Again, we fabricate everything in-house. So we take the sheets of plate, we burn out the parts, and he's just drilling the holes to put it together. To build a machine, we have to burn out all the shapes and the parts, and so that gets programmed in the computer. The computer burns out all the geometric pieces, and then the fabricators have to put everything together and make it level and square. This is a oxy-fuel plasma cutter. We use this to cut out the steel plates. You can see the racks of plates that we have. We're going to bring in 125 amp service, and it adds electricity to the cutting process. And that lets you go a lot faster, get a much cleaner burn. So we'll have a much nicer finish on the steel. So we'll have less time doing cleanup and just more accurate parts.
I am all about efficiency and systems. Systems are key.
So after we burn out the shapes, it all has to get precision machined. So we start with thick plate and get it down to tolerances within 1 or 2 thousandths of an inch, which is less than the thickness of your hair.
Wow. Then 1/1000th of an inch.
So it's 1/3 of the thickness of a hair.
Amazing.
So all the parts have to fit together,
yeah,
real tight.
Precisely.
Precisely.
So this was, I just got sawdust in my eye. So this was an existing, ow! I obviously am not used to being on the construction site. Existing flat roof. We came and we ripped out the coping along the edges, and then we added a 4x4 here at different elevations to kind of adjust for the different elevations. Like Jonathan was saying, the different additions that were put on this building. About a 5,000 square foot office space here that we're putting trusses on. So you can see they're standing these up. They got the crane out here to bring them up, and then they're standing them up, and then they're gonna get all the blocking done in between. And then we'll have our framing inspection. Then we'll get our roof sheathing on. We'll do our dry-in for our roof. It's gonna be asphalt shingles. And then we're gonna get this thing spray foamed, frame out little attic access here so they can actually access this portion downstairs. And then we're gonna go ahead and paint the building, make it look nice, and then start working on the inside at some point.
So you know, our business is doing great. Lumber is way up, steel's up, all our customers are busy, and it's great, but
it's hard to keep up with it.
We just can't keep up with all the demand, and so it's very frustrating because you end up disappointing people.
Right.
You want to deliver, but it just, everything takes more time.
You find yourself saying no to a lot of new clients and stuff? Are you trying to scale up?
We just try to give them a realistic expectation that it's going to take time.
Wow.
That we're happy to do the work, but it's just, we can't promise something we're not going to do.
I've seen the same thing in the market with the construction industry. Like you said, your steel prices, their lumber prices, like we just saw the trusses, and architects, engineers, subcontractors, other vendors, windows and doors. It's just weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of backlog.
There's just a lot of projects people want to do, which is a good thing.
It is. But, well, thanks for hiring us, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling.
It's been great.
Like and subscribe.
All right.
Peace.